Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing the viral 3D flower spring nail set, and I'm so excited about this. So I've been seeing it around TikTok and Pinterest and stuff like that, so I knew I had to do it in this nail set. So y'all will let me know what you think about it, and if y'all don't know what the 3D flower spring nail set is, I would leave some pictures on the screen right here. And I even did almond shaped long nails. This was the first time I've ever done almond shaped that long, and I think it turned out really good. Y'all will let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Give me feedback and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if it's also called the Fairycore nail set or if those are two separate things, but I think my nail set is basically the 3D spring nail set Fairycore edition because it looks so good. Let me know what you guys think about it, and thanks for watching. Make sure and watch the whole video. So let's get to the nail design. So I'm using my 3XL ballerina nail tips that I got from Temu, and I really like these nail tips because of the fact that they included 2 packs of size 4s and 2 packs of size 5 nail tips, because they know most people use the same size nail tips for their index nail and their ring nail. So that is the main reason why I like these nail tips, and I highly recommend them. I will leave a link in the description below if y'all are interested. So I just thought I'd show you guys my nails and how they look right now. So I am using sunscreen on my hand to protect my skin since it is going to be in the lamp often during this video, and I'm also using my UV LED gloves for added protection. So I'm just applying my peel off base coat right here. So I'm just applying some cuticle oil so that I can apply my DIY peel off base coat. I usually use owned peel off base coat, but today I wanted to use the DIY peel off base coat, which is to apply cuticle oil and rub it into your nail plates and then apply 1 or 2 layers of gel top coat. The reason why I am doing this method is because the owned peel off base coat is so easy to pop off, but I remember this peel off base coat was a little difficult to pop off. I hope I remembered correctly, so that's why I wanted to do this method as opposed to the owned peel off base coat method, since I am going to be filing these ballerina nail tips into almond shaped nail tips, so I want to be able to file it comfortably without the nails popping off. So wish me luck, guys. And since I don't usually do this method anymore, I'm not going to dip my brush into the top coat. I'm going to wipe off the top coat on a paper towel before placing it back into the bottle so that it doesn't get contaminated with cuticle oil. So I would cure this for 30 seconds, and then I would do a second layer and cure that as well for 30 seconds, and that is my peel off base coat. I'm using gel base coat to adhere my nail tip, so I just placed some of the gel base coat in the well of the nail tip, then I place it on my nail and flash cure that for 15 seconds. When I am finished with all of the nails, I would cure for 30 seconds. Now I'm just going to be cutting down the nail tips. I am going to be doing almond shaped nails, long almond shaped nails. So I wanted them to be long enough but not too long. So I was just trying to find the perfect length. Then I'm using these clippers to cut the size of the nails to make it easier for me to shape the almond shaped nails. And this is my first time shaping almond shaped nails, so let me know in the comments below if I did a good job and what I need to work on. And this is my first time using long almond shaped nails. I have used the short almond shaped nails before once or twice, but this is my first time ever shaping long almond shaped nails and using long almond shaped nails. So this is after filing all of the nails. Now I'm just going to be applying gel base coat, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. And by the way, usually I would buff the surface of the nails to remove the shine and then apply gel base coat, but since I'm not leaving these nails on for that long, I decided to skip that step. However, if you want to, you can buff the surface of the nails to remove the shine and then apply gel base coat. I'm using rubbing alcohol as lip solution, and I'm using this milky white polygel from Lime Girl. I did review this polygel kit a few days ago and I really didn't like it much. However, the milky white polygel was the best polygel they had in the kit from what I used, so that's why I'm going to be using it again today for this nail set. So on the index nail, I just applied a bead of the milky white polygel and I'm just evenly distributing that on the index nail. And I cured that for 30 seconds. Now I'm just applying a second bead to build the apex of this nail. So I just pat the polygel around the cuticle area, making sure that it is nicely fitted around that area. Then I bring the polygel down the nail a bit. I then create a line across the nail. It doesn't have to be super straight, but straight enough. And then when I am ready, I would feed the uncured polygel into the cured polygel, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using this rose pink, also from Lime Girl. I've never used this pink polygel before from Lime Girl, so this was my first time using it, and it is a translucent pink polygel. So I just placed a bead of the soft pink on the middle nail and distributed it. And this polygel flooded the cuticles a lot. It was really soft and it also didn't cure for 30 seconds. Unlike the milky white polygel that cured for 30 seconds, this did not cure for 30 seconds because around by the cuticle area, when I thought I cured it, it was really sticky around that area. And I didn't understand why, because it is a translucent pink, so this is supposed to cure easier than the milky white. So as you can see right here, when I touched the nail, it is really sticky. So I ended up patting the polygel again just to pat it in place, and then I would cure for 30 seconds again. So I'm just testing it to make sure that the whole nail is cured. Then I'm just going to be applying some more of the translucent pink polygel on the nail to build my apex. So I just pushed the polygel around the cuticle area to make sure that that area is neat as always, and then I would pull the polygel down the nail, and then I would fade the polygel into the cured polygel, and I would cure that for 60 seconds this time. And I did the same for the thumbnail off camera. Now I'm going to be using one of my favorite clear polygel from Temu. This is the best clear polygel thus far that I've gotten from Temu because it is really clear. So I'm going to be applying that on the ring nail to the whole nail. So this nail is going to be a clear nail. Then on the pinky nail, I'm using this Nude Polygel from a brand called Emmy, which I also purchased from Temu. So I would leave links to each of the polygels that I used, and also in the cards I would link to the videos where I reviewed these polygels as well. So check in the cards if you want to get a more in-depth review on each of the polygel kits that I have used. So this is how the nails are looking when all of the polygels are laid. Now I'm using rubbing alcohol to remove the stickiness from all of the nails, and then I would file the nails. And this is after filing of the nails, and they look so good. Let me know in the comments below if you all want me to do more almond shaped nails. So yeah, now let's get into all of the nail designs. I'm going to be using matte top coat on the index nail, and this is my version of the 3D flower spring nail design. So this is a freestyle that I thought about. I also drew it out so that I wouldn't forget it, because the amount of nail sets I have in my head, I always forget what I want to do when it's time to do it. Starting with matte top coat first on the index nail. So I apply a layer of the matte top coat and I would cure that for 30 seconds. And I'm going to be using this purple acrylic powder on the index nail. I'm going to be using a brush as well. So I dip the brush in the acrylic and I tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to be scrubbing the purple acrylic into the index nail. So I'm doing the Aurora nail design, and I don't know what I did wrong. I'm thinking maybe the brush wasn't good enough to do this nail design. I don't know what it was, but this was not looking good at all. So I removed it with some rubbing alcohol, and I decided to give it another go with another brush. And it just was not looking right to me. Something about it really, it just wasn't, I wasn't confident about it. I just didn't like it. Maybe I was doing a bit too much. It wasn't supposed to be like that. I'm not sure what it is, but that wasn't it. I tried to clean up around the area so that it looks a lot better, but it just was not working out. So I had to go to plan B because I couldn't deal with this anymore. So I'm using blooming gel. This blooming gel is from Mia Secrets. So I'm just applying a layer of the blooming gel to the index nail. And I'm also using this purple gel polish, which is from Temu as well. I'll leave a link in the description below. So I'm just going to be using my dotting tool to place the purple gel polish on the nail and just wait for the gel polish to bloom. And then when it's bloom, I would cure that for 30 seconds. And always make sure to clean the sides of the nails before curing any nail set. You don't want these nails to be too bulky. So this is how it looks, and it's not that bad. So I'm using gel top coat on the index nail now, glossy gel top coat, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using this chrome powder on the nail, so I'm just going to be rubbing that into the index nail. Then I would apply gel top coat again to seal in the chrome effect and cure for 30 seconds. So I'm going to be using some solid builder gel today, and I'm going to be doing some 3D nail art on this nail. So I just use the spatula side of my polygel brush to pick up some of the solid builder gel. Then I'm just going to be rolling it in my hand. Always make sure to use gloves when you are working with uncured gel. However, you will be disappointed in me because these gloves did not stay on. Every time I tried to roll the solid builder gel with the gloves on, it kept sticking to the gloves and it just wasn't turning out right. However, with my bare hands, it was turning out really good. So I'm sorry about that. I would highly recommend not doing that, but I did it. So yeah. So anyway, I just rolled out the solid builder gel and I'm trying to create a bow right here, but the solid builder gel kept getting longer. Every time I tried to do the bow, it just kept getting longer, and yeah, you guys see how long it is. So I had to redo that, and yeah, I'm just going to be doing that again. Yeah, this is where I got fed up, so I just needed to redo this. So I just picked up another bead of the solid builder gel. Then I'm just going to be rolling that. And guys, it came out a lot better when I used my bare hands. So yeah. So I'm just forming the solid builder gel into the bow, and it may not look like anything now, but you just wait. you will see how nice this gets eventually. So I'm using the spatula side to form it a lot better into the bow. So before curing, I'm going to be applying a pearl rhinestone on the 3D bow, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. So now I'm going to be using some rhinestone glue. But before using the rhinestone glue, I'm going to be applying top coat to the middle nail and curing that for 30 seconds. Then I am going to be using the rhinestone glue that I got from Temu to create some 3D effects on the middle nail. And this nail, I really wasn't too proud of it. It didn't look bad, but it could have looked a lot better. I didn't know what to do to make it look better, so I just left it like that. So all you have to do is dip your brush into the rhinestone glue to get a big glob, and you make sure that you position the glob at the tip of the nail, and then you kind of feather it out, if that makes sense. So I had to switch to another brush because I was thinking maybe that other brush was a bit too light and the rhinestone glue was too heavy for it, so that's why it was happening like that. And that was a reason for it, because this brush right here was a lot stronger, so it was able to control the rhinestone glue on the nail. So that's why it turned out a lot better. Maybe if I went in for a third try it would have been better, but I didn't want to take that chance because this was looking okay. So yes, this is the second try right here, and I am using my McCarthy nail art brush this time, and it did turn out a lot better. And I cured that for 30 seconds. So this is how it looks, and I had to go back in for a second layer just to make the 3D effect a lot more 3D. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here on all of them, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. I didn't show myself doing all of them though. So this is how it looks. Now I'm just going to be top coating both of the nails. So be careful when you are top coating 3D nails. You cannot apply too much top coat to the brush when you're top coating 3D nails, because you can easily lose the 3D effect on your nail. So when I apply the gel top coat, I make sure to apply a thin layer of the gel top coat, and if it isn't thin, I make sure to brush off a lot of the gel top coat from the nail so that the 3D effect would still be present and you would know it is a 3D effect. And when I apply the top coat to the middle nail, I make sure to apply the top coat in the same direction of the pattern on the middle nail, and make sure that the top coat is applied really thin, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the ring nail, I'm just applying some gel top coat and I will cure that for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to be using the blooming gel, and I'm going to be also using this pink gel polish that I purchased from Temu. So I apply a layer of the blooming gel to the ring nail. Then I clean the sides of the nail. Then I'm just going to be applying the pink gel polish in the middle of the ring nail. And I just wait for it to bloom, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. Now I'm applying a layer of gel top coat again and curing that for 30 seconds. And I also top coat on the side of the nail as well, and then I cure for 30 seconds. Now I'm using the chrome powder and I'm just rubbing the chrome powder onto the ring nail. Then I top coat the ring nail to seal in the chrome effect and cure for 30 seconds. So I am going to be doing the 3D spring flowers on this nail, and this is the nail that I was most excited about. So I'm just picking up some of the solid builder gel and I'm just going to be rolling that into a circle, and then I would roll it into like a long log, not too long though. Then I would just cut that into 4 pieces. Hopefully they are even, if not too bad. So I'm just cutting that into 4 pieces, and then I would roll each piece into a circle. And next time if I'm doing this nail set, or if I'm doing a 3D flower nail set, I would do 5 instead of 4 balls. I felt like there could have been more, you know, the flowers, but either way it looks really good. So I'm just going to be placing them on the ring nail, and they kept falling off, which was very frustrating, but eventually I got the hang of it. It took a while though, but I got the hang of it eventually. So I'm just, I lost one of the balls actually. And I found it and applied it, and then another one popped off, and then another one popped off. It's like, damn, can't even catch a break. So yes, eventually I got all of them to stay put on the ring nail. Okay, one fell off again. So I'm just using this wooden stick to mold the flowers right here, and this wooden stick is actually a brush. So I'm just using the handle of the brush just to mold the 3D flowers, and this took a while to do, but eventually I got the hang of it and it looked really good. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below, because I think this nail set is amazing. I love it. It's a mix of a mythical spring Fairycore nail set, and it just looks so good. And I had to remove some of the solid builder gel because it was a little too big. So I'm just creating the indents in the flowers right here to mimic a real flower. So I hope y'all are seeing all of this. Now on the biggie nail, I'm applying gel top coat, and I'm also going to be applying some gel top coat to the ring nail. And I make sure that this layer of gel top coat is really thin on the ring nail, because I don't want to erase all of the indents and stuff that I made in the flowers. And before curing, I'm just going to be placing some silver caviar beads on the 3D flowers, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. So I placed some of the purple gel polish on my nail palette. Now I am going to be applying some of the blooming gel to the pinky nail. Then using the purple gel polish, I'm going to be drawing some flowers on the pinky nail. So I didn't like how that one turned out, so I'm just going to be doing it again. And I just wait for it to bloom on the nail so that it creates that nice flower effect. I did it at the tip area and also at the cuticle area. However, I didn't really like how it turned out at the nail bed area, but I really liked how it looked on the tip area. So I decided to remove the one that I did on the nail bed area and cure for 30 seconds. Then I'm going back in with another layer of the blooming gel and doing another flower effect. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure for 30 seconds. Next, I'm just top coating the nail. And before curing, I'm going to be applying some pearl rhinestones on the nail. Then I cure for 30 seconds. So I almost forgot about my Aurora butterflies. So this is what I'm going to be using on the nails as well. I did purchase these butterflies on Temu, so I'll leave a link to that. So I just placed one of the butterflies in the rhinestone glue. Then I applied it to the pinky nail and flash cured for a few seconds. Then I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. So on the index nail, I felt like it needed something more. So I am just applying some rhinestone glue, then some top coat. And before curing that, I'm going to be applying some more pearl rhinestones and a 3D butterfly. And I would flash cure that for 5 to 10 seconds, and then I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. So I really didn't like the placement of the pearl rhinestones, so I just decided to switch it up a bit. Now on the thumbnail, I am applying some gel top coat to the whole nail and curing that for 30 seconds. Then I'm using these dried flowers that I also got from Temu. So I'm just picking out 2 of the dried flowers that I wanted to use. And I'm also going to be using the rhinestone glue. So I just placed a layer of the rhinestone glue on the thumbnail. Then I'm going to be placing the dried flowers on the thumbnail. And also some pearl rhinestones. Then I cure for 30 seconds. Now I'm just going to be using the rhinestone glue to make a globe over the dried flowers so that it would be like a 3D dried flowers. I think it looks really cool. I was a bit worried about this nail. That's why I placed it on the thumb, because I wasn't sure how this nail was going to turn out. It's nice, but I sort of don't really like it too, but it looks good, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that's why I placed it on the thumb. So I'm going to be doing that and flash curing for 5 to 10 seconds. Then I would do the same thing for the other dried flowers and flash cure that as well. And then I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking, and they look so good. Like, damn, I did that. So now I'm just going to be top coating the thumbnail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. So now I'm just applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. And this is the finished look, guys. So this is my 3D spring Fairycore nail set, and it turned out really good. Although I had some problems with some of the polygels that I got from Temu, most of them were really good, and I really like this nail set. Let me know if you all would like me to do some more nail sets like this, and if you all are interested in seeing some more Temu Polygel reviews, I do have a playlist, so I would leave the link right here. See you in my next one. Bye guys.